Yes, I am aware that my camera quality right now looks like an absolute dingleberry, but do not despair. That will change very soon here. Now, what we're going to be talking about today, it really made me cackle, gave me a little bit of a laugh. Yeah, you're going to be able to go to high school in VR now. It's official. In Japan, they rolled out an update. They rolled out a patch where now high schoolers are going to be able to go to high school in VR. Now, this is coming from a company called Ayomi which and they apparently develop distinctly anime-styled metaverse spaces. Now, I'm going to go into a couple of reasons why I think this is an absolutely horrible idea and why I don't think it will work. I believe it will fail within the first probably 10 years of being implemented if it actually does get implemented. Now, on the very surface, it does sound like a relatively cool idea. Ooh, let me grab my VR goggles and put them on and just hop into my classroom with all my classmates. But then think about being in those goggles for 3 hours, 4 hours, maybe 5 hours. Normal school days go for 8 hours. By the end of it, you're going to end up looking like Deadpool after he just got done eating somebody's ass. It's going to look absolutely, you're going to look horrendous. You're going to feel horrendous. It's not going to be a good experience. I don't think it would be this godly experience that everyone thinks it would be. Now, if they were to come out with some goggles that were comfortable to wear, then I might reconsider my opinion on this. But at this point in time, there's the Oculus Rift just is not good enough. Really, no VR goggles are good enough. Trust me, I know. I tried them and I've hated them every single time I put them on my face. It feels like somebody is jabbing me in my skin with a knife, except for it doesn't cut me. It's not a pleasant experience having those things on for an extended amount of time. Not to mention that being not in a classroom is probably not the best idea in terms of socializing for kids normally. Um, Talking face to face is probably going to be quite a bit different than being in a VR space. I mean, I don't know. I'm no psychologist or anything. I'm no speech therapist or anything like that. But I would imagine that being face to face with people is probably significantly different than just talking to them over VR. But once again, I could be totally wrong about that. Maybe I may be totally 180 degrees off course. Now they're going full hog wild with this one. They're going balls deep. This is a real thing. From what I can tell, this is real. I'm gonna I'm gonna read you a little excerpt from this passage that I was reading. The virtual high school will have a 3-year credit-based course with a curriculum recognized by the Japanese Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, Science, and Technology. Meanwhile, the press release promises virtual events like cultural festivals and esports tournaments for participating students. Now, I will admit some of this might actually be fun, but I feel like a better implementation of this would be a hybrid system where kids still go to school. However, parts of it can be virtual for at most a couple of hours. I Once again, the real problem stems from having to wear VR goggles for such an extended period of time. I just don't think that it's going to work. I don't think that it's not going to flourish like a lot of kids are probably imagining in their heads. As beautiful as it sounds, it just doesn't sound like a good idea to me. Now, one part that I do think is really cool is that they say that they're going to be doing cultural festivals and esports tournaments, which I feel like in a virtual world could really actually bring to life a lot of Japanese culture. And I mean, you could see floating dragons and all types of really cool ideas being brought to life, which I think are great. But once again, I feel like it would be better implemented in a hybrid system, not in a fully VR focused schooling. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm totally wrong. I maybe this is going to be the new way of schooling for the foreseeable future. I have no idea. Maybe this is going to take over Japan. We'll have to see. But I don't think that'll happen. You know, uh, hopefully you know what? I hope it does work because I like new ideas. I like when people come out with things that are kind of cool and kind of innovative. This is both of which. But it just is going to have to be implemented in the correct way to really be able to flourish. And I guess only time will tell whether it will flourish. So anyways, guys, yeah, that's basically the whole story. It's kind of a wild one, but it was really, like I said, it was kind of entertaining to read about. So let me know what you guys thought in the comments. That's all I got. See ya.